Adventure Max here, doing not a lot of adventure, clearly. Today I'm still in Indonesia and down in Seminyak. So let's get on the road and see where I end up. One of my favourite bits about travelling is you walk around and you see stuff as you're walking down the high street, and it's good to look around, look up, look around, because you don't know what you're going to see. So walking around today, I came across this. Half a plane. Who knew? Who would think? So I like planes anyway. But literally I just walked through an empty shopping mall. When I say empty, I mean there's no shops, it's just a shell. No locks, no on the doors, no nothing. And I saw it from the ground, so I thought I'd just try and find it. And you just keep going up steps, and I got onto the roof. And here on the roof is, yeah, a plane cut in half. I have absolutely no idea how they would get something like this here, considering the roads are so congested and so narrow. How would you even attempt to try and get something this wide down the road when it's bigger than most of the houses? Not sure what this was actually meant to be. My feelings was probably meant to be a bar of some sort, given the layout. So you've got all different parts of the wing, different parts of the body. I would love to tell you where I am, but I absolutely have no idea. I ended up here because my other plan failed. I was trying to get a taxi to the beach to go surfing, which I'll be trying to carry on that mission in a minute. And so I just walk into the road to find the taxis, and instead I find a plane. So, keep an open mind, people, keep an open mind. I believe the plane was probably a TriStar, because they had 3 engines, one on the tail and 2 on the wings. That's my plane knowledge. The good thing is I've always wondered what the inside of an airframe looks like, because it's a bit geeky. And because obviously the seats only come to here and above, and below is where they keep the cargo and your luggage. But you can now see what actually is behind, pipework and all. It's a bit bizarre, really. See how big a plane is when you're actually inside it, the whole thing. I'm on the outskirts of Kuta, or Denpasar, or Seminyak, and so it's just bizarre. You have rice field, airplane, rice field, airplane. Who puts an airplane in the middle of a rice field? Only here, apparently, only here. Today I'm sitting on the beach. I don't often sit on the beach because there's normally too many things to get out there, see and do. But right this moment I'm just sitting on the beach waiting for the tide to go out, and then I'm going to go jump in the sea. I'm not the best when it comes to choosing bits to sit on the beach. Now on this beach, like all others around here, you get hassled a lot. The women here who sell you the deck chairs and stuff, they really don't care. You can't even haggle them. I asked how much it was for a sun lounger, the one I'm sitting on. 100,000 for 2 hours. 100,000 is quite a lot of money for a deck chair, even in England. But that's how much it is. I tried to cut a deal and said I would need a surfboard as well for an hour. How much is that? Oh, that's another 100,000. I think on the beach everything is 100,000. A good way around it, and a top tip is behind me is a resort. You can see there. That's where I had my lunch. And you can sit on their deck chairs for free as long as you like. The only reason why I came to the beach, however, is the umbrellas weren't covering me enough, and I was feeling the sun a little bit. So if I had a choice, I would have sat there, and I'm probably going to go back there in a bit, because at least there they've got the security guards and everything's safe. So when you come to the beach, if you can if you can find a restaurant or a bar which has sun lounges, they will always be included in the price and they're free, so stay on that. That failing, find somewhere on the beach where there isn't a sewage pipe at least 200 metres away, because now the wind's blowing this direction, all I can get is nice deep undertone wafts of something quite smelly, and it's starting to make me lightheaded in a way. Detached from the experience of sitting on a beautiful beach. The people that sell you stuff, they literally, on Kuta beach, they'll come every 2 or 3 minutes and try and sell you something, and they'll forget that they've already tried you 5 times, and they'll keep going back. More sunglasses, even though you've got a pair of sunglasses in your head. Or if you buy a sarong off one of them, the next lady will see you buying a sarong, and she'll come up straight away and say, another sarong, even though you've just gone and bought one, because their theory is if you bought one, well, clearly you need to buy another. It's the way it is. On the beaches of Kuta and I'm on Seminyak beach at the moment in front of a bar called Kudate, K-U-D-E-T-A. It's quite a famous spot. There's this bar and another bar just down the 100 metres that way on Potato Head. Don't ask me why it's called Potato Head. But this is where all the young and trendies come. I was here for lunch and the food was very, very good. And the view is excellent because it's obviously right in front of the sea here. Bit pricey, you'll pay 60,000 for a bintang, when on the beach you'll pay 25. So I'm sat on the beach because I'm cheap. And it's definitely recommended to come down here one night and sitting amongst the hawkers, trying and get sold something every 2 minutes. Whether you want it or not, they'll still try and sell it to you. As the night wears on, you can really start to feel a party vibe kicking in, and people are starting to get more animated, mostly through booze, I think. Sunburn like me, sunburn and booze is always a good combination for getting a little bit tipsy. So I'm waiting for one of my friends to turn up, and when they do, hopefully they're bringing me one of my shirts, because I can't go out as it is, and I'm going to go straight out without going home and then showering, because I'm a bit dirty like that. So straight from surf, straight out in the beer, food, and just see where the night takes us. Why you call a bar Mr. Potato Head, I don't know, but it's a pretty cool name. It's got your infinity pool, it's got your music, it's all the beautiful people hang out, I guess. It's nice. The music's cool. I imagine the prices are expensive and people are beautiful. So I don't fit in here at all because I'm cheap, ugly, and a bit poor. So Mr. Potato Head was nice. Now we're going to go on from here. More cocktails, more food. The prices here are a bit rich. My drink was 120,000 for a caipirinha. So tonight I've come to a fancy restaurant. Pt4 it's called. I'm not sure how you say it, but that's how it's spelled. It's one of the more upmarket restaurants in town. It's just off the beach. And you're looking at 260,000 rupiah for a very good steak. I've gone for the clay pot of God brand snapper fillet, which is steamed tiger prawns, mushroom and ginger tea, stir-fried garlic chives, Chinese cabbage, spinach, chili jam and crisp shallots for 160,000, which out here is actually pretty pricey, but when you do the equation, it's not that expensive. It's worth eating in fancy restaurants because the prices, well, when you can do the usual tourist thing. I don't want to pay more than 50,000 rupiah for a meal, which you can do. In most of the restaurants, you won't pay more than 50,000 rupiah for a meal. But the problem is they're not as enjoyable as if you come to a fancy restaurant like this. So I recommend trying to come to some really good restaurants, because while expensive, it's actually very cheap compared to home. No different from the cocktails. You go to a really good cocktail place, you're looking at 110, 120, 130,000 for a cocktail, which when you go into town it'll be 40, 50,000. The difference is you probably won't go blind. It's these little simple things in life that please me. They give you a napkin that looks like a paracetamol. And what you do is you take this little napkin and you throw it in the water and watch happens. Amazing, it's a towel. And you wash your hands with.
One grilled eye fillet.
A paracetamol. Oh, hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe, then hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.